I've been getting this question a lot on social media. What is the correct ball position for the swing that I teach? And there are many cool things about the swing that I teach. One of them is that ball position is not limited. And that's because of this. Ball position is just an opportunity to manipulate trajectory and spin. Meaning, I can hit the ball solidly from any ball position, from the back of my stance to the front of my stance with the swing that I teach. What changes isn't the quality of the shot, it's the characteristics of the shot. The ball is going to fly lower, it's going to have a change of spin when you put it in the back of the stance compared to the front of the stance. So I go into great detail about that in my school, and as I take a student through the experience, I take them through a progression of ball positions that makes it easiest to learn this swing. And so for you now, what I'll do is a front, middle, back ball position, just so that you could see how it all works. And then if you want to learn more about it, sign up for my school. I go into greater detail about ball position. Now, the reason why this swing is not limited by ball position is because we're just creating this consistent arc. And that allows us to play a ball anywhere in the span of the stance from the lead foot back to the trail foot and create a change in trajectory, spin, and the characteristics of the shot. And it's actually something that's very cool because now you're just doing the same thing. You're making the same swing, but by changing ball position, you change the characteristics in the shot. So watch me here. I'm going to play the ball in the back of my stance. So I start in a neutral position. The ball is just inside my lead foot. I'm going to pivot my body closed, and I'm going to keep my weight on my lead foot, and I'm going to swing on the same swing path. That's going to cause the club to meet the ball higher up on the ball, which is going to impart more spin on the ball. And because the club face is being de-lofted, because the ball's in the back of my stance, it's going to have a lower trajectory. So it's going to have a lower trajectory and more spin on it, so it changes the characteristics of what I can do with it. This will be a low, kind of like hot, big draw to almost a hooky type shot, simply because of the ball position. I'm going to make the same swing. So now I can use that shape and that energy out on the course if I ever need to move the ball. You want to hook a ball, play it back in your stance, you're going to put more spin on it. Now, if I move the ball to the center of my stance, and I pivot closed, I'm now changing the trajectory and the spin. That's because of where the club is going to meet the ball and the position of the face when it meets the ball, the relative loft. So by playing in the middle of the stance, I'm going to hit more of a mid-trajectory shot. And it'll still have the opportunity to put spin on it and shape it because it's still in the middle of my stance. And then if I play the ball in the front of my stance, the club's going to meet the ball with its true loft, so I'll hit it the highest I can hit an 8-iron. Plus, it's going to have the least amount of spin on it because of where the club has met the ball in the swing path. And hit a high soft draw. Now that's just the beginning of what you can do with this swing. And it's really cool because you're not changing your swing, but you're able to change the characteristics of the shot significantly. And in most swing systems, the ball positions are very limited. And that's because you have to do so much during the swing, adding the variable of changing the ball position becomes too complicated. But because we're just anchoring our weight and swinging along the line of the body, we get to change ball position to create different shots, all while making the same swing. Thanks for watching, and stay connected for more tips and updates by following me on social media. And if you're really serious about improving your game, check out my online golf school, JimVenetosGolfAcademy.com. Right now, golfers are cutting their handicaps in half with the system that I teach. Links in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time on the practice tee.